Gratitude, 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 peace, and shalom. How's everyone feeling in the multiverse? I am your girl, Empress Sacred Orbs, and today I wanted to talk about intuition. So, um, y'all might hear some rattling noises in the background. It's my kitten. She's in a playful mood, obviously. So, I was talking to two of my siblings. And excuse me real quick, y'all. Look, my apologies, my kitten is going wild around here, right? But I was talking to two of my siblings, and one of them is supposed to be getting a surgery in 2 days, the gallbladder, and the other one that we were speaking to had her gallbladder removed about 2, 3 years ago. And we were talking about eating. Well, I was talking about how I was able to listen to my body, right? And one of them made the excuse, well, you know, what worked for you, it don't work for me because I don't have that issue. And I said, well, true. But once you cleanse your body and your gut, you will be able to hear your first brain, which is your gut. You'll better be able to be in tune with your intuition. So another excuse was made, well, you was able to cleanse your body to heal your body. Well, before I was able to cleanse my body, I heard my body. My body rejected meat, it rejected dairy, it rejected packaged foods. It only wanted, it craved greens, green leafy foods. It craved fruits. It craved water that was more cleansed. I don't know if that makes any sense. It was, and even though I stopped eating, stopped drinking water from the faucet, the tap, it was still craving a more pure water. Even to this day, I do my lives, and I'll drink some lemon water with mango chunks in it. And when I'm hungry, I'll eat the mango chunks during the live. But you know, the intuition, we all have that psychic sense. All of us. I don't care where we come from, what we do. I see a lot of individuals where I live at, they're running. And it's more of one ethnic background, but at the point, my point is, they hear their body saying, "Hey, I want to be in shape. Hey, I want to be fit. Hey, I want my blood pumping more." We all have that intuition, right? We have my partner, who is a heavy meat eater. He was like I was. He would not eat a meal without meat, and I heard him say one day, and I don't know if he meant to say it because I don't think he wanted to give me the satisfaction of hearing him say this. He said, "I'm tired of eating the same thing," and that was where my journey began with my intuition. I think, well, I know I always did hear my intuition. I always heard it. The thing is, we're not taught to listen to the inner voice. And it's amazing when I hear my youngest daughter, she's talking, and my oldest daughter was like, "What's wrong with her?" Da, 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 da. Every time I get in front of her screen, I start yawning. She'll say, "What's wrong with her?" And she retarded, and she got down. What you call it? What young baby, the young ones are dealing with now. Um, what I forgot the name of it, but yeah, she retarded, and I'd be sitting there looking at her like, wow. Like, did I really teach her to be this negative? And I really had to take accountability for that because I did that. So I'm learning to be gentle with my older daughter, but so immersed in my youngest. You know, my partner sent me a post last week, and he said Geminis have children so they can teach, so their children can teach them how to communicate. Now, I'm not a Gemini by my birthday, but I'm a Gemini by Eastern astrology, which Western, what we all know to be, well, I don't know how y'all would put that, because in Western, I'm a Cancer ascendant, but I'm still a Sun in Taurus. Yet my birthday was 6 days ago, last Wednesday. um, but our intuition, I know that I have definitely been watched over because I've made some decisions and choices that just didn't make sense. Still don't sometimes, you know. And when I rise, I assure my guides, my ancestors, the higher realms, gratitude, 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 because 639, it's the little synchronicities that show up that affirm that I'm on the right path. It's a vibe. I'm teeing up. I always tee up, y'all. Like, I'm so grateful to have the energies surrounding me that keep me in alignment. Even when I fall off the wagon, gratitude, mommy. Um, Even when my monkey mind tries to take over, which some would probably call the devil. I remember I was about 14 or 15, and my mom was, she was a Christian. I wouldn't say a devout Christian, but at one point she was like a devout Christian or something. I don't know. Anyway, we was listening to TD Jakes. And even as a young teenager who was out wild in the world in the streets, I heard him make a statement. And he said, no condemnation. I might be saying the word a little wrong. Condemnation. And I said, what does that mean? And I looked it up. Well, it stayed in my mind for years before I even looked it up. Because, you know, when I was young, the internet wasn't really popular. I think we paid for internet is if we went on it back then. But anyway, no, it wasn't that word. I think it was another word he used. Basically, my point is, yeah, my mind. Basically, my point is, he said something that stuck with me all these years. And basically, he said that our inner voice will condemn us if we're doing something that we're not supposed to. I remember when I used to go to church, and I always felt like the preacher was talking to me. I don't know if anybody else felt like this, but I felt like that. And it was like the pastor words were speaking through me. You know, they condemned me in certain ways. And it was like I was in fear in so many others. And I kept having this kerfluffle with myself, this inner kerfluffle. Why am I so afraid of this man's words? Are they true? Are they for me? Is he talking to me? And I just went through this whole, now I'm able to go to, well, I ain't step foot in the church, but I'm able to go to anyone and be able to look them in the eyes and be like, okay, I take accountability, or that ain't for me, or I take heed, so many beings who are religious are popping up in my world. My dad was a preacher at some point, and he never strayed away from that, even though he didn't do that anymore. Um, excuse me, I just got up, y'all, and it's rough around here. Um, he always practiced, learned, and taught his biblical um, upbringings and teachings, and I'm grateful for that. It keeps me in line. I still hear his words today. This, that, and the other. But my intuition has definitely led and guided me here in this place and space. So another point I want to get to is yoga and meditation. Meditation have been the single help in my life. I, at one point in my life, I don't think I ever would have been able to sit here for 11 minutes and 45 seconds to do this video. I mean, I was all over the place. I was moving and moving and moving, and I was just always in my mind, in my brain, in negativity, surrounded by negativity. Today, I smile and I'm grateful. You know, yoga, sheesh. Yoga has so many amazing facets to it. And I'm not going to sit here and say, oh, I'm one of those spiritual rollies. Excuse me, right? I didn't fall off the wagon so many times. Like, I just started back doing it again. And like I said, your intuition. Another thing, your body will speak to you. My body, one of the videos, yoga videos that I listened to, one second. She talks about the Wizard of Oz, and as she's doing the yoga, she's explaining this. How, remember the Tin Man, after him standing for so long, he became stiff, and they had to oil him. So the yoga is the oil. It, man, my body has been hurting so bad lately. So what I did was I said, okay, I'm going to do this particular yoga that will oil my, I don't know what they call oil my, these parts and whatnot. And my body feels amazing today. It definitely do. I'm a little nosy, y'all. My body feels amazing today. I'm grateful that I got up and I did it. It was 40 minutes well worth my time. And y'all just heard me say I'm always in a rush, or sometimes lately I just haven't been in the energy of doing anything, let alone yoga. I have been very sluggish and uh but I'm picking that back up. I'm so over yawning, and I only yawn when I get on the screen. I swear. Is it telling me something? Is it telling? And somebody was like, "Oh, you bored?" No, I'm not bored. It's just every time I get in front of a screen, I just start yawning. So I don't want to talk y'all heads off. I just wanted to come in and tell you to calm the mind, in tune with the body, and come to your senses. Your intuition will never lead you astray. You know the one thing that I do that I can't stand that I do? I always And I mean, always question my intuition. Not only do I question my intuition, I question the intuition of others who I know be right most of the time. And I just be like, why is it that I always have to do the opposite of every doggone thing? It just annoys me, but whatever. It's life for me anyway. So, um, this is not only a message for you, but this is a message for me too. Don't think that I get on here just to give somebody some advice or to teach them something. No. You know how on certain TV shows they'll have people go into the cam and speak about things like journals. This is something like that for me. Even though I write my journals, it's good for me to talk it out as well. So with that being said, I love you. I love you. I love you. I love you. I appreciate you, and peace. Have a beautiful rest of your day.